Pink!
Wrong!
Pink!
We're in a painting room! Why are we in a painting?
Because I'm an artist. Where else am I supposed to be?
Well, we find ourselves in the City of Haze, which is apparently not much of a city. It's more like an old-fashioned town with 3D backgrounds on the DS.
The 3DS can make models!
This is like one of the only places to see that, but this is why we bought Rock Riot, because those things are annoying, and Jonathan can't do jack all to them at this time.
Pretty much.
So Charlotte's like the best, so we're just gonna be seeing her all day. I hope you don't mind that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
luckily,
early game, she is definitely the better option.
good old vampire killer, and it's doing like 3 damage. Oh god. So, it's been a little while since you've been in the video with me, and, you know, is your heart ready? Because it just seems to be another one of those days.
Oh yeah, I think I've hit the point where I'm used to it, maybe, hopefully. Stop stepping on all the desserts!
Can't help it! They're everywhere! Also, my OCD is, like, kicking in super hard right now. I hate that the level ups don't actually fill your life bar for that little bit of extra HP you get. So it looks like I have less HP than full for the whole time, and it's going to drive me nuts, because I was like paranoid. Did I get hit? Did I get hit? I'm not sure. Then I remember. Oh, I leveled up!
Oh, man. Oh. That has to be terrible.
It makes me nervous. Thankfully, it's pretty obvious when you get hit in this game. The characters make a pretty good smack.
Yes.
Okay, so we haven't really talked much about the video game. What's your history with this video game, Ro?
This was actually, I think, the first game that I had for the 3DS. I got... I mean, the original DS. I got it for, my birthday one year, and this was the first game I got for it.
You got a very excellent game as your first game. How does that make you feel?
Oh, very, very happy, and it also amused me since if you play the game on your birthday and go to the shop, it sells you a birthday cake as a food item.
I saw that in the comments. It just works out so nicely that you actually got it at least as far as Vincent. I can only imagine how much you laughed when you first saw that.
That was quite silly.
Oh god. Also, I'm really bad at noticing those kind of wooden doors off to the side, so there were quite a few times I thought I was going to miss that.
Yeah.
So basically, this, now that we got the big old plot spiel from Charlotte, I guess, we're inside a painting,
all
so
the
we're going all Mario 64 on this place, except much more goth and slightly more anime.
Pretty much.
And I don't know if I actually explained
this
all
is
of
Mario
it.
64 if every level was haunted by Big Boo.
Oh god, there are so many weird enemies in this painting. Giant frickin' jellyfish, because why not?
Yes, I forgot those were here.
They're freaking bloody. I thought jellyfish were made of mostly water, not blood.
Well, it's Dracula jellyfish, so of course it's blood.
Also, I'm sorry, but I'm breaking all the platters of food. They have money inside.
You're taking everyone's tips.
I can't help it! Everything has little shiny coins in them! Well, provided I haven't used any of my MP, because that's how this works in this game. If your magic bar is full, you will get money from the torch things instead of hearts. Which means Charlotte's bad at making money because she's constantly using large amounts of MP.
It's always confusing because hearts are so many different things in video games. In Kid Icarus, they're money. Here, they're magic. In Zelda, they're health.
Also, here we have secret eating.
Delicious.
Beneath the cake stand, we find a really bad witch. She explodes into a cat, Rome. She explodes into a cat.
Which meant that was one of my favorite souls in the Aria and Dawn of Sorrow game, since you could throw cats at that point.
Were they lawnmower cats?
Pretty much.
Oh, then there's the skeleton bartender over there. He actually really, really, really hurts, so I just kind of wanted to get rid of him right away, even if he is funny.
Well, it works.
Speaking of funny, are you ready for the best power? Because there it is.
Oh god, yes!
Psychological damage! He's got such a good throwing arm. Look how far he can throw that pie. By which I mean his throwing arm is terrible. He barely gets any distance on that pie.
Yeah.
Oh god. Get her, Jonathan. You're so good. But wait, there's more. A secret in a secret. With this. Just have me.
Yes.
So,
I spammed that thing so much.
welcome to the joke weapons section of the game, even though these things can actually get pretty okay when you level them. Also, there's a cake
Pretty
shop
much.
here. You like cake?
Delicious.
So
Cake is delicious. I love cake.
I kind of stumbled on the mechanics of this thing accidentally during this recording take. What you had to do is destroy the lantern directly, like the chandelier directly above the register. The coin will drop into the register, and depending on what type of coin it is, that's what cake will be brought up.
Right.
We can get the first 4, but you need certain accessories to get the last 2 because you can't make the chandelier drop the right level of coin.
Ah. They all look so good.
That last cake looks freaking delicious, but we won't get that for now. Gonna try. Well, no, 4th cake, just in case. Screw you too, game. We needed a copper coin, but it's just saying no today. Jonathan kind of looks at it for a moment.
The RNG frowns upon us.
Yeah, I felt like that's enough time spent trying to gather cakes. I forget if they actually have a use other than being pretty good edible items.
I think they're just edible items and collectibles.
This game. By the way, Raging Fire! Raging Fire! Raging Fire! Rock Ride! Rock Ride! Raging Aha! We got our first dual tech. Except this one is terrible!
Well, it's the first one. What can you expect?
I know, but well, I didn't name this right, but... Yeah.
Well, that's not gonna do it any favors.
Past people kind of wasn't very happy about that. Kind of just knelt down there for a moment going, did I just do that? I did. I'm very good at this video game.
We're bouncing around each other. It's intimidating.
Just kind of flipping around like that. And, well, we finally get a weapon that actually makes Jonathan usable again.
Ah, yes.
The Claymore is kind of like my happy medium for balance of slowness and power. Plus that range of attack is just beautiful. A pretty good sweep.
I can at least kind of claim a slight connection to that one. I believe the Claymore is a sort of Scottish origin, actually.
I wouldn't know much about weapons. I only know about things that are much more blunt. It's like, if it involves my fists, or maybe a hammer of some kind, I might know something about it. I'm kind of biased in terms of what I like.
Yeah.
I say as
I
use
tend to
Charlotte
like more
constantly.
varied weapons, but still mostly stick with things like swords, spears, axes, that kind of thing.
Oh, these green skeletons are just... I'm pretty sure every single outtake in this section was caused by them because they throw their bone very quickly, and in later sections they are very, very awkwardly placed. Zombies, just get off the lawn.
Well, for that you need plants.
Fucking zombies, just go away. I don't like zombies. Just a jellyfish hanging out in this hall. Sure, why not?
No reason not to.
Axe armors are cheaters. They can attack through walls as well. So let's just cheat right back. So there's this guy. He tries to propose to Charlotte.
Ah, yes.
If you're selected on Jonathan, he'll try to stab you instead. So, you know, he's a nice guy.
All right.
Instead of saying things like, I want you, he'll say, die!
That is kind of interesting that they put in enemies that work differently depending on which character you're using.
Yeah, they really tried to get some pretty good interaction between the two in this, and for the most part it worked out pretty good, honestly. They don't exactly use the dual gimmicks for actually getting around that often, but for attacking they sure do.
Wow, you just found the secret jellyfish courtyard there.
The City of Haze is a silly place. One can't quite tell what's going on here. I tried to get him to demonstrate what he does, but he was being very uncooperative. Just kind of hanging around the corner. I thought maybe I'd hit him and get his attention.
You.
Okay, he started to do it. Like I heard him shout "die," but he kind of died before he got the chance to stab me. But you know, details. You see,
And
love
we're
is
not
like
giving him a second chance.
love is like a raging fire. You see. I never know just how much it's going to burn you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Very bad jokes, but whatever. We get a much better dual tech now.
Yes, this is a pretty good one, I think.
There's just one little problem. It costs too much.
Yeah.
We literally do not have enough MP right now to actually use that.
That's unfortunate.
God, I love that he explodes into roses. Such a stupid enemy type. Well, at least now we know what the denizens of this place are. They're freaking jellyfish and very strange old men.
Yes.
Also, I hope nobody gets tired of me shouting out freaking move names, because we're going to be hearing that a lot.
Well, she's an anime character, so of course she does.
It's all she knows how to do. It's like, oh hey, we actually got an actual dropped ability. Hey, well, guess what this one does?
Oh, nice. I'm guessing it throws an axe.
Well, you got the classical Castlevania axe, and Jonathan's really proud of that one. It's kind of doing his little taunt at the same time.
That's a good all-purpose one.
So we go very suddenly from like pantry-type decorations to Subway. Hat!
And we continue to reinforce that the DS can make 3D models, like the peeping eye.
Yeah, the random peeping eye 3D model for some reason. It really stands out, like, really badly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of a problem. Awkward audio transition. Used that as a bit of a save point, I did.
Minecart ride?
This is the best thing to do on a minecart ride. Not bad, Charlotte. You only crashed the minecart. Good job. You're the best minecart driver. Oh my god.
Yeah, that really stands out quite severely.
They only used it just so they could make it bounce around like that.
Pretty much.
I imagine that was easier to animate than drawing the sprites at every angle.
Yeah.
I know it's probably gonna drive people nuts that I didn't go right first, but that's actually the way to progress. You actually have to go upward if you want to go to other places.
I know that feeling, trying to explore all the dead ends first.
I hate this guy so much. Just so much. Just go away.
That is an awkward positioning, yeah.
Okay, Rome. Are you ready for having your ears just blasted out by Charlotte for the next 5 years?
That's the
Gale
one.
Force.
That's the one I was waiting for.
It's Gale Force! It's freaking Gale Force! We're gonna be hearing that for like the next 10 years because this move is too good!
Start sounding like a cheerleader. Boom, boom, Gale Force! Boom, boom, Gale Force!
I remember you people starting to do that when I was playing this game and you could hear it on the Skype call because all I could freaking hear was Gale Force every 2 seconds. It's so good! I mean, it homes. It does plenty of damage. It's... Okay, it costs a good chunk, but it's not unmanageable. And you get hit twice. I mean, it's really good. And you get it right away.
It's expensive, but worth it.
Oh man, we learned how to make our partner do things, except it's really crappy to do that with Charlotte because she won't actually charge her spell because she's a nubcake. You had to control Charlotte to make her not useless. So I figured the best thing I could possibly have Jonathan do if I ever use the button is throw a paper airplane, so... Well, here we go. Gale Force! Again? Yep.
If you grab the paper airplane enough, doesn't it end up turning into a Parodius reference?
I think it might. I do recall it also gets very powerful. Joke weapons, then. Jonathan's really good at the joke weapons.
Pretty much.
Oh god, the game does not appreciate when a peeping eye falls off screen.
No, it does not. Forget if he could get the joke weapons in that compilation game on the 360, Harmony of Despair.
I know he at least got the paper airplane, because I recall Kit doing, like, an absolute storm of paper airplanes trading it on the first boss. Like, it was scary. You could really spam that thing when you use the right techniques, and it was a lot of paper airplanes. Also, thank you, game, for having the backdash be cancelable from, like, everything.
Oh, yeah.
So we went from, like, a Victorian-style town-ish place to a subway, and now we've wound up in a church.
Well, of course.
City of Haze is definitely a silly place.
I'm not even going to pretend to know how to pronounce that word.
Hopland. Hippity hoppity. Copper plate.
Yes, Hopper played. It's the bunny armor.
Oh, dear. Well, it doesn't one-shot every enemy, just most. It will do that
It takes
for a
more
while.
than wind to push back your amorous admirers.
That's okay, that's okay. By the way, is there anything suspicious here?
Oh, not at all.
What about, what about here?
Don't know. Yeah.
Platforms is kind of sitting there, so like, why is there a platform floating here? It's the first piece in the non-equipment, which is like really game intelligence gear.
Some poor nun left her shoes in the ceiling. That's inconvenient.
It's like, one day they decided to seal up that ceiling, and she's all like, but my shoes were there! And they're just like, too bad, you left it in the employee-only zone. I'm spouting nonsense, but that tends to be standard whenever I get on this microphone thing.
Well, that's what makes it fun.
I suppose so. I mean, most people get used to it, especially if you watch the live streams for very long. This guy, man. This guy doesn't like us. But that gets us to where I'm actually going to cut the video this time, because we have something important
Sounds
to do.
like a plan.